Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. We want to start on the daily chart. Situation hasn't really changed, but we want to make sure that we all understand where we are, that we're all on the same page. Overall, still tracking bullish scenarios, so we're obviously actively observing bottoming structures all the time. So it could be that Bitcoin has already bottomed, but we haven't got the evidence on the chart yet. And Bitcoin, we see it as bullish overall since the November lows. So we have either two impulses to the upside and the following corrections, or we have a large wave one and then a WXY structure, which could come down a little lower. I would psychologically focus on the deeper retracement just because it is better for overall risk management, right? It's and then if it turns early, even better. But this chart reminds us all why it's so important to hold at least some core positions or a hodl position or something for Bitcoin to participate in a potential third wave rally in the next bull run, okay, when it starts. So we want to be prepared for that. We don't know exactly when it starts, but we could potentially already be in the bull run. Yeah, if we don't make a new bear market low, we are essentially bullish. But it's obviously still possible that we go to new bear market lows. And there is, for me, a line in the sand. And that's down there, the 78.6 retracement level on the daily chart. The 18K level, if we get a sustained break below this level, then I will have to assume that we make new bear market lows probably in the region, from what I can see right now, between 8 to 10K. Yeah, how I deal with that strategically, I've mentioned many times, but it's always worth to remind ourselves that this is of course still possible, but you can see we're far, far away from that level, far away. And at the moment, sort of short term, we are focusing on further downside anyway, because we don't see this correction as finished yet, which just played out. Now let's talk about a few options. Primary scenario is what we're following on the smaller time frame wave count, basically that this is a WXY structure. Yes, the wave 2 could already be finished and that would be bullish. However, as I said, there isn't really the evidence. We don't really have the evidence in the chart really to confirm that. So we are basically watching for bottoming structures all the time, but we cannot confirm it at this stage. The lower time frame tells us what exactly we need to see to confirm that. Now, at the moment, this is, however, an option. Yeah, the wave 2 could have bottomed. We're observing that, but the primary scenario remains further downside for a few reasons. The price is stuck below a trend line. Okay, we've got here a trend line with various touch points. So that's relevant. You can draw that in different ways. Okay, but it is apparently quite a valid trend line. Then we can see that there hasn't been an impulse of the recent lows. Okay, any rally has been corrective. So because any rally has just been corrective, we just need to be very careful, okay? And cannot really confirm that a low is in place. We need 5 clear waves to the upside. Then we can look at, okay, do we get a 3-wave pullback? And if that's the case, we can really look at higher on the smaller time frame as well. Now, that would still take some patience because, for example, what we would need to see a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5, followed by a 3-wave pullback. Then I can confirm to you that a low has been made here. And at the same time, this would be the next trade setup for higher that could take us to 40K plus, okay? So, however, until we see any of that and also a break above the trend line, the pathway should be as follows. So WXY, and then within the Y wave, A wave, B wave, C wave, and in the C wave, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. That's the primary scenario. Now, again, if we talk about here a B wave, this might have topped. The B wave might unfold as a triangle. There are, again, various options how a B wave can unfold. But then also I'm trying to give you the most likely scenario. The B wave could even reset higher, which again would just be part of that bullish scenario. Because if we see 5 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that could just be an extended B wave, which formed in an A, B, C structure. And then we come down, which is why I tell you we need to see 5 waves up and 3 waves down, okay? I want to protect people here from traps. Okay, I don't want people trapped because I call a low too early or anything. But we've got the daily charts, which hopefully remind everybody how important it could be to prepare for the bull run with a decent core position that you can profit from when the price goes to, let's say, to new all-time highs or gets close to that, okay? Which is, I've used the bear market for that. The bear market was long enough for that, to build such a position, BTC and ETH. And yeah, you know, but on the shorter time frame, obviously I cannot confirm that the low is in place yet. This is the shorter time frame. Here, obviously, it's worked out nicely. Hope we stay in the flow for a bit. We reacted here to resistance. We also reacted here to resistance, exactly where the price needed to. We saw 5 waves down as we wanted it, because that confirms our view that that's sort of the evidence we need, where we say, okay, that's why we focus on further downside, because we had 5 waves down, 3 waves up into resistance yesterday, a rejection where you would expect it, move down in 5 waves, textbook, move up into resistance, which is what Bitcoin did again. So we reached the next target already. Yeah. Remember yesterday we talked about, we expect now after 5 waves down. First of all, we said, okay, here we probably get one more low, which happened. And now we are expecting a move up in a wave 2 correction into this resistance area between 26,460 and 26,670. The price has done that. We've reached target. It reacted already to the golden ratio. It's not enough evidence to say a top is in place. This could still quite comfortably stretch a little higher. And however, as soon as we see a break below the last swing low here, 26,320, it would be first suggestion that a top is in place. I would currently, in the primary scenario, expect a rejection here in this region. If it pushes above it, I might have to consider that this wave 2 extends. Okay, it still has a lot of space in this resistance box. That would basically be my alternative, okay? That we say this wave 2 extends. But first of all, because we had nice 5 waves down, which is pretty clear actually, and the move up also looks like corrective, you know, the focus is still on lower from the 26,670 level onwards. So we want to avoid a sustained break above it. If it pushes above it slightly, not so much of a problem. Remember, this wave 2 here will not be invalidated until it breaks above circle wave 2. So above 26,830, that would be the invalidation point. Then I would have to consider, okay, maybe is this wave 2 extending? But it would be quite a weird pattern, okay? So at the moment, the focus is for me further downside. The third wave to the downside should reach 25,350. This would be the ideal target, and then a wave 4 and a wave 5 and so on, traveling further to the downside. Now again, this is a bearish setup. If the price again pushes higher, then 27,184 will be relevant, and above that level 27,480. And the focus on this bullish wave count that I've shown you on the daily chart, which is here the white wave count, yeah, will really only be, so I will really only focus on that and take it very seriously if I see a break above 27,480, 483, because then this yellow wave 2, the larger wave 2, is basically going to get invalidated with a high likelihood, okay? This is really when the probabilities shift. Anything that happens down here is just microstructure shifting, okay? So we don't take it too seriously. Really important would be in the overall yellow wave count to keep the downside pressure alive. When we look at the zoomed out picture, it's the price needs to hold below 27,480. But yeah, on the shorter time frame, I gave you the micro resistances. So to make it very clear, primary scenario for now would be to see a turnaround here to the downside in a third wave from here. But please be aware, the price has really followed our analysis very well in recent days. And even the micro resistances and supports were all adhered to, even here, you know, and it really followed it all. So at some point it will break. Okay, that's just what it is. You get your hot runs and then you get your cold runs. So just be prepared for at some point break. But I have no reason to expect that at this stage because we had a nice impulse to the downside. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Links in the video description. And if you're interested, also check out the channel membership. Links also in the description. Here you can get access to a weekly live stream. Next one is on Sunday. You get access to all sorts of educational content about trading, mindset, Elliott Wave, and so on. And you get access to our Discord and Telegram chat groups, as well as short-term market updates and signals for gold members. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.